right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kahakwadash, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Citation to you, I came out there pushing this truth with sincerity and fearlessness. Back at you with another lesson through the Spirit, all right? And this spirit is the blood shedding and the non-remorse of children, and how ancient it is, and how they've really been doing this for years and decades, and wicked is being revealed on what they've been doing, and different sex trafficking rings have been being revealed, and then even our sisters, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American women are fucked up and screwed and been killing these kids. All right, I'm gonna go to the video. I'm gonna go to the first video because I just was they cut my video. I just had I was rolling in the spirit, man, and then the video had stopped. But we're gonna do this again. All right, the devil ain't gonna stop this, okay? All right, so we got these children, babies, being found in a septic tank with these nuns. All right, a septic tank. All right, hold on one second. I'm trying to find it. Babies being found in a fucking septic tank. All right, I'll find it right quick. Man, we living in a time, man, in a time of bloodshed, snatching of kids, killing of kids. Check this out. And this for educational purposes only. Yeah, nobody's talking about it because it's revealing of what Esau has been doing. Nobody's talking about it because it's more evidence of what they've been doing in the Vatican. It's more evidence because nuns are in the Vatican. It's more evidence of what they've been doing in these with these priests that's been touching on little boys and babies and stuff like that. It's more evidence that Esau's been being wicked, That's why nobody's talking about it, because it's more evidence, man. And they're all Vatican controls it all. They're connected to everything, It's more evidence of more bloodshed that they've been doing, man. And this is what they do to them babies when they snatch the babies up. You got people that scout women with children, But check this out. This is what they do.
Kidnapped and in some cases bred families as for harvest. These children are not just kidnapped and in some cases bred by families as a cash crop. We have people in the United States of America that breed children in order to sell them. And when they are sold, they come without birth certificates, which means it's easier to kill them and have no one ask where they are. We're also importing children by the plane load. Again, children who have no documentation. It's not just child slavery or child sex abuse. It's also child torture, because you have adrenalized blood. You have the whole blood drinking ceremony of the satanic world. It's also the use of children. These children are not just for harvesting body organs. And then you have
Kids are used at Harvard for body organs. They do the adrenochrome. They put this in movies. They tell you this shit, man. This is what they do. This is like the real deepness that's been going on since the beginning of time.
Ritual ceremonies and ritual murder, as well as incidental murder. Most organizations that end up being used to prey on children, Oxfam is a recent example. All of the United Nations organizations, the Boy Scouts of America, all of the child services agencies across the United States of America, they did not start out as organizations to prey on children, but they attract pedophiles. And ultimately, pedophiles end up rising in the ranks and controlling those organizations.
And a lot of these people that run the world are pedophiles, all right? A lot of these people that run, like the WEF, and they are trying to pass bills to be lenient on pedophiles, okay? This is an agenda for the new world, for the NWO.
So that an organization that initially started out in the service of children becomes an organization that is in fact hunting children for harvesting body organs. And then you...
Right. And the precept that I had, I'm going to start with this. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 5. And also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh and the feast of blood. All right. You got these children being snatched up and being killed and used for blood. You even got, what is this? Got to be 70,000 women being snatched up every year, with no return. I think it's a serial killer in UK. About 13 so-called black women that's been murdered, been killed, on some serial killer shit. It's going down right now, man, and it's all prophecy. It's not being put out there on the news because they don't want to reveal to the people. They don't want to scare the people. They just want to keep the people docile and keep the people docile and entertained, bread and circus. All right. What else do they have? All right. Leviticus chapter 18, verse 21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed, meaning your children, your seed, your babies, pass through the fire to Molech. Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord. All right. So, a lot of our women have cemetery. I call it cemetery box, cemetery vajayjays, cemetery private parts, because they have had many abortions, and that's sacrificing to Moloch. All right. Even despite the fact that Margaret Sanger, who started Planned Parenthood, told the people, and it's out there, that she's there to kill the seeds of our children. Our women don't care. They fight for Roe v. versus Wade, whatever. They, even when this fucking demon Kamala Harris was running for president, she was pushing that shit, and our sisters were pushing that shit. That's why they had to be judged. That's why they had to be judged according, because they have, starting with the so-called black woman, the so-called black woman, Hispanic and Native Americans, they had done a lot of killing of their babies. All right. And that is the vibration of this world. It's been the vibration of this world for a long time now. It's just now being revealed. All right. And watch this demon ass bitch right here in this video. And in this video that we're gonna watch, she clearly is one of those. This is a demon here, and she has a Jake that's with her, which is he's going out of his wits because of her. Most likely raised by a woman, a wicked ass woman, and he's gonna perish with these women. All right, check this out.
I think abortion is dope.
How is it? Why is it dope?
Because I love the idea of choice. I love the idea of healthcare. I love the idea of if I have endo, if I have have if I'm high risk.
Man, I just wanted to add, a lot of these women, they travel alone, you know, with their kids. Leave their kids at the hotel, not knowing the hotel has a secret compartment to snatch your baby and the baby be gone. All right. I remember hearing something about a person that took their kid to a fucking Disneyland, because Disneyland is nothing but an underground sex trafficking ring for kids, child sex trafficking ring. All right. Took the child and sent the child in the bathroom. Child never came out. All right. The child never came out, man. All right. And they seen a secret compartment in that motherfucking bathroom, and then bam. All right. Then I seen, it was a video. I'm gonna play this, but it's just coming to me through the spirit. Of a woman had her son, and they just moved into this apartment complex, and downstairs there was loud music of so-called neighbors, and they just moved into this apartment complex. The husband was at home, all right, and the people came upstairs and knocked on the door like, "Hey, neighbor, this and that. My son's having a birthday party. Your son is invited. We would like him to come." All right. And this dumbass woman sent her son down there. Okay. So she heard the music, thinking it was a party, was swayed by the demon, and sent her son down there. And the father came back. It was like, "Where's my son?" She's down there. She said he's down there at the party of our neighbor and stuff like that. And he's like, "Okay, well, we're going to go see." They came and knocked on the door. No one answered the door. No one answered the door, man. No one answered the door. So they called the police. They called, the police, and they kicked down the door. The place was loud music and empty. The place was empty. No son, no child gone. Okay? This shit is happening. And they play on the women. They putting shit on the cars and shit like that. But here's the state of our women. These people know the state of our women because it's by design. All right, the Willie Lynch and all that stuff is by design. Check this out.
I know that I have some sort of genetic chromosomal abnormality that I can really prevent the issue before it gets deeper.
Does abortion do?
Removes cells that were there by accident. I don't know.
What type of cells?
I don't.
The confidence in these bitches that just be talking and talking but don't know shit. It's crazy, but it's strong delusion the Lord has put on them.
Sperm cells? No, the sperm and egg cease to exist once they've united.
Zygote, right?
Yeah, that's the first step. Embryo, zygote.
Like your eggs have embryos in them.
No, an embryo is when an egg.
Your embryo eggs have embryos in them.
So we're talking about human, but when a sperm from a male and a egg from a female unite, they are not now a sperm and egg. They're an embryo.
But removal of an embryo is an abortion. So that's murder.
It's a unique set of DNA, and you're ending their life. You're stopping them from growing.
Planned Parenthood is a form of healthcare. So if you want,
But they kill babies.
okay, they also do more. Are you educated?
Yep.
From where?
Just basic embryology.
Embryology?
5th grade, yeah. Learned it in 5th grade.
The squares? No, bro. Hey, this is actually frying. I kill all the babies.
Yeah, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about, is that you say it's not a person, but you want to kill the babies.
No, because it's
Would you kill?
You see, you hear the craziness and the weird demonic speaking of no cares in the world, laughing, thinking it's a joke of murdering kids, murdering babies. Think about that. That's and a lot of women can get away with. They've been getting away with that shit for a long fucking time, man. They have no consequences until the Lord comes back, until the Lord brings Jacob's trouble, until the Lord brings a certain situation to judge these bitches, man. Check it out.
His baby if you got pregnant?
Yes.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I think you need to run, really. I think you need to run for the hills.
And look at this motherfucking goofy, man. He's gonna back it. He's backing it.
It's like little pieces. I would rip it into shreds, that little embryo. Why? Because I don't want a kid. You getting paid for this? Are you killing? Do you fuck her? Do you get paid for this? Holding a camera up?
Yeah, so we're actually this thing called Married, and we respect each other, and if I were to ever get pregnant, yeah, it's actually the most beautiful thing that you can do with someone.
GG's. GG's.
You would totally support her killing your child?
Oh yeah. You don't understand. There's so many issues wrong with this topic. There's so many.
These people are fucked up, man. They're what you call fucked up, I would say. You know, they're the example of the state of this world right now, the state of this kingdom of Esau right now, which is by design.
Never procreate, because that's really scary.
They just had it.
Don't touch it.
And when you start talking to them with intelligence and facts, they want to get out of their body on some demonic shit. That she's waking up the demons. And I've seen this young lady that's with the mic. She's done this before and got kind of fapped up and hurt, blood shed. A big woman that beat her ass because she got guts. She out there with her husband now. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen her do this before, and it was a big ass black woman that put hands on her because of these type of topics, because they claim they're strong, but they can't even hold a conversation about things. They want to put their hands on people, but now in the scripture, well, look, the scripture said, when it come to the women at ease, you know, because the day is coming, man. The days is coming that they won't be able to have that pride no more. This is pride that you see, because they have no accountability. All right, that accountability is gonna go out the window soon. All right. They can't touch no motherfucking body. Talking about call the cops. Ironic. There won't be any cops to call.
Cops.
Don't touch my stuff.
Call the cops, bitch. They just had it.
Why are you calling me a bitch?
Because you had a tone, I matched it.
Just don't touch my stuff is all I ask.
Noted. Thank you for the acknowledgement of boundaries, I guess. They just had a gender reveal over there. Let's celebrate life from the people who want to have children, who want to have. Go ask that pregnant lady over there whether she should have aborted her kid, and deflect this happy go love like she's.
And that's the thing, man. You know, these people they want to tell you what to do. They think they are high up. They think you know what I mean. This is that pride goes before destruction.
Why do you always bring up religion when nobody brought up religion?
I feel like that.
Because she got a demon on her. You know, no one brought up religion, but she knows spiritually she's a satanic, demonic bitch. That's why she's bringing that shit up.
Like the only relevant argument.
Not science.
Not science, no.
Says human life begins at conception, therefore human life is valuable.
Super subjective. I think abortion is dope.
How is it? Why is it dope?
Yeah, it's deep, man. It's deep. All right. Women at ease. I'm gonna get that, and then I'm gonna play one more video. All right. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. See, they're so comfortable saying whatever, doing whatever, saying just doing stupid shit. Got beta male simps keeping them comfortable, protecting them of their opinions, being yes men around them. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. She can give a fuck, don't care. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail. The gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. All right. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, and for the fruitful vines. All the shit, the easy going shit is finna go out the window. All the things they get at Bath and Body Works, all the jobs and the food stamps and the trips and all that shit is going out the fucking window. They won't have that pride that you seen in her. They won't have that pride, man. Meanwhile, our kids are being snatched up, molested, killed. All right. We got another video.
So why isn't anybody talking about the fact that today in Dallas, Texas, the FBI and police arrested 244 people in a child trafficking ring?
And none of this shit makes the news. This same type of shit happened with Disney. The same type of shit happened with Disney. The same type of shit happened with what you call it, Disney, and with one of Biden's cabinet employees. All right, it's happened, but it never makes the news. All right, because they still got to keep their business going. They got these underground cities and shit like that. When they doing this shit.
You heard what I just said? In Dallas, Texas, they arrested 244 people that were child predators. And the best part about this whole thing is that they found 109 missing children. So apparently this trafficking ring has been going on for a very, very long time. But the FBI and the police are saying that this is only the beginning. They're about to start cracking down on each and every child predator. Now, of course, we know that media tries to keep these things very hush-hush because there's a lot of people involved in these things that they won't like to mention. But children go missing all over this world, all over the United States, and we need answers. And even though they found 109 children, they need to find 109 more. And after that, find 109 more. And they need to arrest more people for these crimes. And now you gotta ask yourself, if they were able to find 109 kids that were missing and arrest 244 people that had something to do with this, how many more kids are missing? How many more people need to be? How many more people need to be arrested? Good job, but we need more answers. Pay attention. So why?
Man, this stuff is happening, man. And the wicked is being revealed. The wicked is being revealed, and we're wrestling with a left-hand side, a left-hand type of witchcraftery going on, which they use kids. All right, they use kids for their ongoing witch sorceries and shit like that. 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And the prophets on the highways and byways, that's the spirit. That's the spirit of the Lord's mouth, was prophesying week in, week out. You know, with the videos and out there on the highways and byways, us prophesying through the spirit. You know, revealing the demon. Shit going on, all right, and the Lord's finna come, all right, and their shit is being revealed. All right, let me keep going though. That's strong. Okay, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness, because they're not going to put it on the news, so deceive you to think it's not happening, of unrighteousness in them that perish, to make it, you know, they throw the Pope in your face. You know, he the one opened up the CERN, which they say there's a bunch of demons coming out of there. You know what I mean? And these priests being, you know, taking these settlements and, you know, everything being silenced. All right, you know, they deceiving the people and they're unrighteous because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusion. And then you seen that fucking nigger woman with strong delusion in their brain, and that they should believe a lie, all right? That they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. And that's what they do. They got pleasure in killing babies. They got pleasure in promoting killing babies, all right? And they're going to be damned, all right? You know, we're wrestling against a real demonic spirit, man. Real demonic spirit. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what we wrestling against, man. That's why it's good to repent and pray, because, you know, brothers is being plotted on. Brothers got children. Brothers got wicked ass baby mamas, you know, and we gonna realize that, you know, these devils is plotting on our kids too. All right, for real, these devils plotting on our kids, man. And this, you know, we must pray. You know, this is it's not a game. You know, we behind enemy lines, And enemy lines got nothing but hella witchcraft around this motherfucker, man. Hella witchcraftery, you know. We got to really be circumspect, have discernment, and be up on this shit, man. It's not a game, all right? It's not a game at all, man. But with that, hope the elect was edified. I want, his brother Yaikwao from Champagne, Great Millstone. We give our praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kahakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Kwam Yasharallah, Abad Babal, Shalom.